Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D back with you with part 2 of day 2, Cheltenham 2022. The other one, it went about the 10-minute mark and I just put it on upload and it says it's going to be, nearly 3 hours. So I don't know, I might go to a Wi-Fi house after I record this and put the two of them on. I was up to the 3:30, the main race of day 2, the Queen Mother. 8 declared, the dead 8 as they say. 4 favourites in the last 10 years. Nicky Henderson has won 5 of those. Henry de Bromhead 2, Paul Nicholls 2 and Gary Moore 1. Willie Mullins has never won the Queen Mother since I was looking back to 1990 and I don't think he won it before that. 3 7-year-olds, including last year, put the kettle on, and she's the only mare that I've seen since 1990. 3 9-year-olds, 2 10-year-olds and 2 8-year-olds. Shishkin is the 4th to 6th favourite, 7 for 7 in chases, 11 for 12 lifetime. Only defeat was in a maiden hurl when it fell. It's raced 177, so it's the most likely winner. It beat an Ergamine there when they met in the Tingle Creek. It looked like that this track had suited even better. And it does hit sort of a flat spot, but it has everything. And it knows how to win, and that's important. Chacun pour soi, 2 trips to England, 2 failures. I thought he was delayed the meeting last year. I don't think he'll win it. I have Nube Negra. I backed him last year. He was the moral victor, I thought, last year. If it got into a slightly better position after the last, when it had to swerve across, it would have won it. It would have got up and put the kettle on, and I was on it at big prices. And I had a good bet on it when it won in December in Cheltenham as well. He goes well fresh. People will say about the run in Punchestown last year, but they just ran him in Punchestown just to make sure that they needed him to be fresh, and they done the very same just to get a run into him when he ran in the Tingle Creek as well. Is 12 to 1. I'm going to back him. I have him backed without an Ergamine and Shishkin at 3 to 1. So I didn't think that Chacun pour soi would be going at the time because he was injured. But he beat him last year, and the better the ground, the better he is. He goes well fresh. I'm backing him each way. I have him backed, as I said already, without the big 2. So I'd recommend to people as well to put a pint each way in him in the hope that you never know what can happen in races like. So that brings us on to the cross country. 3 miles 6, 16 declared. 2 favourites in the last 10 years. Tiger Roll is a 3-time winner, and it was 5 to 4 favourite in 2019. It was 9 to 2 in 2021, and it was 7 to 1 when it won first in 2018. Josie's Orders was the other 15 to 8 favourite in 2016. So it's not a great race for favourites. And with the great record Inda Bulger has, you'd imagine he'd have been favourites, but no. 7 of the last 10 winners have been Irish trained, 4 of those by Gordon Elliott. Well, of course, 3 of those was Tiger Roll. Since 2005, 3 12-year-olds have won it. Spot the Difference, Native Jack and A New Story, and Tiger Roll is 12, so he's not too old to win a race like this. He's the most likely winner. He goes well on the track. He's supposed to be flying it at home, and he's rated 165, so he's on level weights, like he'd be given some of them 2 stone in a handicap. I have to look for an each way option though in it, and it came down on Plan of Attack. It was 2nd here in November in a handicap chase, we'll say, and it was 3rd in December, and it was 4th in November, wasn't it? Yeah, but there was money for it both times, and Henry de Bromhead's yard was not in good form at the time. It's only raced 138, but it's a 9-year-old, and it's a safe enough jumper. They're paying 4 places. He's 25 to 1, so he's my each way selection in that race, and I'm going to do it each way as well without Tiger Roll and the without market. That brings us on to the Grand Annual. I need a secretary badly. The Grand Annual, 2 miles grade 3, the Johnny Henderson. It's in memory of Nicky Henderson's dad. 2 favourites in the last 10 years. Chosen Mate was 7-2 favourite in 2020, and Alderwood was 3-1 favourite in 2013. Of the last 10 years, 6 English, 4 Irish. Nicky Henderson has only won it once, and years ago the first thing you'd look at was what is Henderson training, what's he gearing up towards this. But he only seemed to be, he's trying to win it, but it's competitive enough. 7 of the last 10 all carried 11 stone or more, and there was 2 then, 10 stone 11 and 10 stone 10. I came down on a classy horse, I think was put away for this since last November, Andy Defresne. It was second to Captain Guinness in a grade 3 for Gordon Elliott. It's 2 for 5 over fences. They're paying 6 places on this, and I'm recommending a pint each way on Andy Defresne. He's up near the top of the waist, but he's a classy enough sort of a horse. So second in a grade 3. I was all over Course Sublime. I thought he'd be running in this, but that's running in the Arkle instead. So the bumper then, 2 miles grade 1. There's only 45,000 to the winner here. I think it's a joke. I think it's every race should be at least 100k. There's only 5 favourites since 1992 has won this. And you'd imagine, like Mullins won so many of them, and that the bumper, like in Ireland, a lot of favourites win the bumper, but only 5. And in 1992, to the local horse here, the one that Montalado was 8 to 1. In Violin was 2 to 1 favourite a couple of years ago when he won it, and Sir Gerhard wasn't favourite last year, but was 85 to 40. 8 out of the last 10 has been Irish trained, 5 by Willie Mullins, 2 by Gordon Elliott, and 1 by Dermot Weld. 3 4-year-olds since 1992. Dato Star, Rhythm Section, Q Card. All others either 5 or 6. No 7-year-old. 6 of the last 10 has been 5-year-olds, 4 6-year-olds, 2 mares. That was Renegade and Fiona. One is. I came down on Redemption Day. I was very, very impressed with the look of the horse and the demeanour of the horse in Leopardstown when it won. And I said straight away that day, just a hunch that I got, it says that'll win the champion bumper. And if you pound on it at the time, at I think it was 8 to 1, and then it went into 6s. But it's still available at 11 to 2, 6 to 1. They're paying 4 places. Paul Townend is on it, and Patrick is on Facile Vega out of Covega for the same owners. But I'm nearly sure in saying that the winner of the bumper at the Dublin Racing Festival hasn't gone on to win the Cheltenham bumper. I must have double checked that today, but if memory serves me right, I think I'm right. Redemption Day is the same sire as Blue Lord. American Mike was all the rage before Christmas. I think that, it could be a factor in play as well. But I'm on Redemption Day, 11 to 2, a pint each way. In the description afterwards, I'll put up the each way lucky 15 and the Trixie. This is nearly 10 minutes again now, so I better get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night with Thursdays. Mickey D, bash those bookies, over and out.